morning. I'm Mariah Cunningham, the Director of Missions at Spring Hills Presbyterian, and today I'm going to talk about how missionaries raise support. That question comes up a lot. How do missionaries get all of the money that they need to be able to serve in missions? So when a missionary feels the call, there's a lot of things that happen between that first initial call into missions and then actually being on the field and serving in missions. And a lot of those things have to do with training and interviews, but one of the biggest hurdles that missionaries have to overcome is raising financial support. So when missionaries do that, they do several things. They go to churches, they try to get church support, they also try to get individual support, and then sometimes they'll have one-time donations that come in to help cover costs of getting them over to the location where they will be serving. So in 2008, there was a change for missionaries. Missionaries used to get most of their support from churches. 80% of their support came from church-based support, and 20% came from individual support. In 2008, when the country went through some financial distress, that changed for missionaries, and 20% of their support came from churches and 80% came from individuals. So that's where they are right now, where they are trying to get most of their support from individuals. So you'll see they send out newsletters and asking people to follow them and feel the call to support them in those locations. So financial support is very important for missionaries. It helps pay for housing, food, medical expenses, things for their children. So when we consider financial support for missionaries and our missions team, we have some key things that we try to look for, but we also pray about that and really ask for God's guidance in who we support and how we support them financially. So it can be a very stressful thing for missionaries to gain financial support, but it is also something very important that they have to do. So when we have missionaries coming into our church and they're sharing their heart and sharing their ministry with us, they are, number one, of course, wanting us to support them in prayer, and then they also would hope that we would be able to support them financially. And they're doing this over and over again at many churches and with individual people until they can raise the amount they need. Each individual and each missionary has a different amount that they have to try to raise depending on where they will serve. So it's not like a set dollar amount that everyone has to raise. It really depends on how big is their family, what kind of needs do they have, and what country will they be living in, and what are the cost of living there. So as you can see, there's a lot of steps that the missionary has to take in raising that financial support, and we're so happy that we can be a part of that for several missionaries serving throughout the world. So I hope that helped give you some insight on what they have to do when raising support. Thank you.